Pisces, it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot and Cartomancy. I'm here to do your December 2025, the last month of the year, of the calendar year. Um, and so we are also entering a 3 with it being the 12th month. And the 3 means action of some sort. So something's going to evolve forward, and then we go into the new year, which is a 1. So we're jumping ahead there. Okay. um the card you have in the Sacred Rebels Oracle is Legacy of Light. So for some of you, you might be exploring your family history, your heritage, your ancestry. I also feel like something might be handed down to you from generations. Something. It could be a skill, it could be an instinct, it could be I don't think it's a tangible thing, like something you can hold. I think it's a gift of some sort that's being handed down. So you might be researching this. You also might be collaborating with people from different generations, um, or exploring a gift of some sort that you have too. Um, you also have in the Anna K Tarot, which they look like this on the back. You begin with, this is your underlying energy, and it looks like you're facing something alone. You feel alone in this. You could be struggling financially a little bit, trying to, pay for things. So there is that. This doesn't have to be struggling financially, but it could be struggling a little bit on your healing journey too. So feeling like you're facing something alone. In the recent past, it looks like you have your guard up and you're defending yourself. You're very protective of yourself and what you've built. It looks like you've been working on something for quite some time with 9 wands here. This is a lot of time and effort put into something, a family home, a family business, um, a collection of something. And so it looks like it's being threatened. You can see his house in the background, and he's standing guard, and he's like, "You're not taking my house. That's mine, and you can't have it." So kind of drawing the line. At the same time, you are looking ahead and seeing your new future, your new beginning. But this king, or this knight rather, moves slowly. Like he's not in any rush to get where he's going. He's taking his time, feeling defensive still. And also with the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is, again, feeling defensive, feeling vulnerable, perhaps, doing things on your own. Could be some depression. But in the middle here is you are moving forward and you see your future ahead of you. You're just taking your time and doing it when you're ready. Basically, you're in no hurry. I think you kind of know you need to heal from something here. In the present, which is probably beginning or mid-December, you have the Chariot, the Emperor, and the Four of Cups. So the Chariot is feeling victorious over what you were protecting, defending here. And so I think this is victory, not without work and effort that you had to put in. You could have been feeling pulled in 2 directions about it, like um, take one side or the other sort of thing. And for some time, you may have just let it go, like not didn't want to deal with it, but then eventually you had to. You had to deal with it. You took control in the Emperor. The Emperor makes decisions. He's logical, he's organized, he's strategic, he's um, there's a thing about rules, having rules laid out, and in the emperor, you see that all this is on his shoulders too. He's got a lot on his shoulders, a lot of responsibility, and needs to be strategic, make the right moves here. And but then you have the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups means there's something dissatisfying. It's not quite um exactly what you want. You're happy to be secure, you're happy to be stable here, but there's something missing for you. There's something missing. And then near the end of December, the Queen of Swords comes in, the Two of Cups, and the Star. I feel like there could be someone new coming into your life, a Queen of Swords. This could be a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra person. Um, Geez, I'm having troubles with my battery. Okay, hopefully that didn't pause this. Um, so anyway, Queen of Swords could be an air sign, and this person, they're a spiritual person, is what I want to say. They're very spiritual, um, but they are matter of fact and very intelligent. Maybe a breath of fresh air for you, honestly, coming in and lighting up your life. So this is becomes a close friendship or becomes something more, possibly, you know. And this gives you renewed hope after a time of difficulty. So you're able to see a lot clearer now. You have hope for the future. Um, and it's kind of a wish card, the Star card, kind of a wish. I don't consider it a full-on wish card, but I think that you have a more positive outlook now. I don't think you're as worried or defensive anymore. There's something that's opened up in you. As far as the cartomancy goes, you have the Queen of Hearts, the Six of Hearts, Two of Hearts, and the Four of Clubs all jumped out for you. So the Queen of Hearts could be a blue-eyed, blonde-haired woman. Doesn't have to be. It can be a family member, a relative, sister, mother, but it also can be a very close friend. This could also be someone you're attracted to. It doesn't have to be a woman. It can be a man too, but it's represented as nurturing. Like the Queen of Hearts is nurturing person, they're kind. And it looks like something's growing here between you and this person, like something's developing with these Six of Hearts. This relationship is taking steps. You may move in together, but you definitely are together a lot. It looks like to me there's dating, meetings, romantic meetings, getting closer and closer. And then, but there's something that probably niggles inside of you, and that could be the Emperor that has some sort of doubt, or this Four of Cups, this doubt that, because I think you like it, you're happy and everything, but you're not sure if it's what you want or if there's something missing. There's some sort of niggle of doubt there, I'm going to tell you. I'm not sure why, but there is. Do, 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 do. All right, got them all done. So in the present, we have the Jack of Clubs, the Three of Diamonds, and the Ace of Clubs. So I feel like this is news. You're happy, something about your home. Okay, this is usually to do with your home or your job, but I feel like there's happy news. You're getting what you wanted. I feel like there's more work you got to put into it. Maybe it's the home, or maybe it's the situation, but I feel like you're getting good news. You could be getting the good news from someone you consider a friend. Could be a junior partner, junior younger person that is bringing the news or helping you get this result. Okay. Um, there's also a possibility this could be about a job. There's something's come up and posted, and you could get good news about this job. It could be an offer for you, something you wanted. Coming in about the end of the first week, second week of December, you have the Ace of Spades, the Eight of Diamonds, and the Three of Hearts. So it looks like something has ended here. And so there are financial talks now. There's talks about money because this has ended, and you're looking out for yourself. You're I think you believe in what you're asking for. Let's say that. Wow, a lot of aces. This is your third ace. So 10 of hearts, 7 of diamonds, ace of diamonds. Um So 10 of hearts is completion, right? And it's an emotional situation, all right? But I think you're fine with it now. You may have not been before. You may have gone through some difficulty as we can see in the tarot, but I think you're fine with it now, okay? And you're making new wishes. You're communicating your wishes, what you want, what you're looking for. You're definitely looking for a new opportunity. This could be something that you need to sign to complete this cycle. You have to sign papers and agree and negotiate, but I think you're getting what you want here, okay? You're a good little fighter, Pisces. You know how to stand up for yourself, and that's that Queen of Swords. She knows how to stand up for herself. Nine of Hearts, Six of Clubs, and Five of Spades. So Nine of Hearts is the wish card, and you got both of the wish cards. The Three of Diamonds is the beginning of the wish starting to take shape, and the Nine of Hearts is the fulfillment of the wish. Okay. This is being able to take some sort of steps, usually in business or a creative outlet, um, but putting work and taking steps in working on something. But I feel like there's something you're going to need to sacrifice in this situation to be able to grow. Like this is something that's growing, and it also could be a feeling that's growing. Okay, could be around work, but I feel like there's a sacrifice that needs to be made. This could be at work to get what you want. To get what you want, there's a sacrifice that needs to be made. So, how others are seeing you or influencing you, you have the 10 of diamonds, the 2 of clubs, and the 4 of hearts. Um, you know, a lot of tens, a lot of aces. I wonder if you're moving. There's a possibility you could be moving, especially with two tens now. Two tens really signifies to me moving. There's the 2 of clubs and the 4 of hearts. So there could be a meeting here to complete some sort of a deal. All right. This is financially successful. Your ambitions have come true. This is a meeting to finalize that in some way. And then there could be some sort of a celebration after. There could be, where there's a get together of family, friends, because this has gone through, I feel like. Okay. Celebrating. Celebrate. Celebrate. Now in the foundation, 3 of clubs, 8 of clubs, and 9 of clubs. So this definitely looks at the work site to me. It looks like you could be collaborating, working hard on something. You're putting time in, you're putting yourself into this, okay? There's also work talk about the time you're putting in, how hard you've worked at the site. You could be negotiating something a little more balanced, okay, in your life right now. So, needing more time for you. Maybe you're going to tie that into work somehow where you don't have to be on site as much. Something like that. Like, I feel like you're trying to negotiate something based on the work and the time you've put in. Okay. Hmm. Now, in the surprise, you have the Five of Diamonds, the Nine of Diamonds, and the Jack of Diamonds. I feel like you could be traveling. There's a possibility you could be traveling. You're talking to someone to help you plan this. I feel like you could be getting money. Not a ton, like a ton of money, but money becomes available to you. And so then I feel like you could be planning a trip, a reward in some way.